Okay, hello and welcome to this video. I am going to be taking you through the amazing LinkedIn Sales Navigator tool. So this is a fantastic tool for you to use if you are looking for leads. No matter what type of business you are, you're most likely going to be trying to find people to connect with, and LinkedIn obviously is a fantastic platform for you to be on. So in this video, I'm going to be taking you through how you create a Sales Navigator account, and then kind of quickly run through a couple of things for you to be thinking about when it comes to setting up your strategy and thinking about how you're going to be using this for you to target your key audience. So let's get started. When you first go into sign up for Sales Navigator, you literally just type in LinkedIn. I just literally Googled LinkedIn Sales Navigator. It will take you to a landing page where it gives you two options. So you either have an option to get the Sales Navigator professional account, or you can get the Sales Navigator for Teams account. They've got slightly different payment methods depending on how you want to be set up. I think one of the benefits for you to have the Sales Navigator team option is if there are 2 or 3, however many of you, you basically have one centralized place so you can share any saved lists, etc. But I think the majority of the time, you might actually, even if you have got a team, it might actually be better perhaps to get the Sales Navigator professional version for individuals. But this is just a call for you to make. And also when you go in, it will give you a monthly cost. You get a 30-day free trial unless you've already used it. And you basically have I think it's $49.99 per month for the, and that's kind of billed per on an annual basis. So it's $49.99 for the full year. So it will take that full payment after your first month's free payment, unless you decide to go for the monthly option, in which case I think it's something like £70 a month, $69.99 or something like that. But I'll leave you to have a look at that and have a think about what's best. But one thing that's worth pointing out here is, obviously, once you've invested in this tool, in terms of the return on investment, if you think about what your LTV is, it's going to definitely pay you back. So it might sound a little bit scary to spend that kind of budget, but actually I think in the long run, it's definitely worth the investment. Here's just some of the details about what the features are, but like I said, we'll go through that shortly. Okay, so once you have gone in and you've signed up, you've put your payment details in, etc., it will take you to this page where it says, welcome to Sales Navigator. So we want to click on get started. And obviously here it's got like a step-by-step kind of guide so that you can get familiar with how to get yourself set up in the first place. So it says here, save your leads and accounts to receive key insights. Your leads will not be notified. You can edit your saved leads and accounts at any time. So here, search for a name. So it's telling you here already, search for a name, lead or account. For example, let's try in Microsoft. And then say if we go, here we go. So you can see on the right hand side, every time I'm clicking on one of these, it's then going through to Abby's lead list as an example. So that's just to kind of get you familiar with how it kind of works. Then you click on next. So when you get here, it will basically give you 3 different options about what you want to do. So you can either follow this kind of tour, which will take you through everything, or you can just say, I want to explore by myself. We're going to start over here. So if you go back to the Sales Navigator landing page, so here it's kind of showing you what you've got going on. So congrats, you're now an intermediate Sales Navigator user, apparently. Try 3 more actions to get yourself into becoming a proficient one. So I quite like this on LinkedIn, how they have this element of kind of gamification, if you like, and it kind of coaches you through how to use the tool. So we could go ahead and do that, or we can just get started. What we want to do is actually go ahead and create our first search. So if we go to filters and go to lead filters, this is the main dashboard that you're going to see, where you go in and actually create the parameters in which you want to find those key business leads. But before we do that, I just want to take you through a couple of things to think about when it comes to using LinkedIn Sales Navigator. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have a strategy in place in terms of understanding who you're going to be messaging and then what you're going to message them with. Just kind of like a top line idea. But in this video, I'm going to be mainly talking about how you create your target audience, how you create that list. And then in the future, I'll do another video which will go through kind of really thinking about how you connect with these key contacts of yours, and then how you start a conversation and start building that funnel. But overall, in terms of what we're trying to do, the objective is obviously to get new leads. And we need to know who those new leads are going to be. So things to think about is obviously what industry you're going to be focusing on. Are there any particular job titles that you want to focus on? Is there a particular company size? So are you going for, really small companies, up to 50 people, or do you want 50 people plus? Also locations. And one of the other key things that I wanted to point out is thinking about exclusions. So sometimes when you do searches, you might end up getting a lot of recruiters within your search results. So no matter what industry you're going to be searching for. So say you are trying to find other agency owners. The problem is sometimes if you say digital marketing or PR agency, it might also bring up recruiters that have got that kind of key term within their profile. So you want to make sure you type in those words, and it's a Boolean search, so you can go in and do the and or not kind of feature there, but we'll go through that in a moment. When it comes to creating your target audience, think about as much information as possible, but at the same time, you don't want to make it so narrow. So make it quite broad and top line so you get a decent search result, but also be mindful about what you want to be excluding in your search. The next thing I've put here is what will your message be? And that kind of still connects back to your target audience, because when you're creating your list, you want to make sure that whatever message you're going to be sending to them is obviously going to resonate with them. It all kind of goes hand in hand. So now we're going to go back to Sales Navigator, and I'll show you how you can do that. Okay, so if we go over here to the top right hand corner, click on lead filters, this is where all the magic happens, and you will go ahead and fill in the information that you have. So I'm going to go in here and just say, you can type either postcode or you can go into region. So for this case, I'm just going to go in and type in the whole country. And then industries, let's say I want to go for the retail industry and I want to try and find marketing. And then here I'm going to be putting in things like, so levels of seniority. I want owners and partners as well, and senior members of staff. Experience, I want someone who's been there for at least 1 to 2 years. And you can see on the top right hand corner it's saying you've got 10,000 people. And what kind of company do I want? Company headcount. So I want employees, I want the business to have at least 11 to 50, and 51 to 200. And that's it. Obviously there's loads of other kind of words that you can put in here. I've got 1.5 thousand people who are in marketing in the UK, working within the retail industry, have at least 1 to 2 years in their current position, are a owner, and have a headcount of 11 to 50 people. Actually 11 to 200 people in total. So if I hit search, this is now going to populate my list. There we go. So performance marketing manager, digital marketing, e-commerce, etc., etc. Okay, and then that's basically brought in all of those people based on that search criteria. So I can scroll through and have a look, and obviously I can then go ahead and save and say I'm going to create a new list. I'm going to be calling this marketing managers UK 11 to 200 senior retail. Obviously you can put in more details here if you want to, and then I'm going to say create and save. So now Sonia has been added to that list, and then again I can go ahead and if there's anyone else I can go and do the same thing. And that is basically kind of like the top line of how you go ahead and create a search. It gives you loads of information about what's been happening. So people have changed jobs, You can find out who's the most active out of those people. So 307 posted on LinkedIn in the last 30 days. So this can help to take that 1.5 thousand down to the most active, who in theory then are probably more likely to respond back to you when you message them. Share experiences with you. So this is really handy because it will give you some things about, like, you know, this is the stuff that's in common. So you both belong to certain groups or whatever it might be. Then at least you've got some kind of common ground for you to, you know, message them about. This is really helpful because it's telling you that actually here is someone who might be a little bit warmer because they already follow your company on LinkedIn. So once you've got your results, you can go in here and basically click on, say for example, the people who have posted in the last 30 days, and then you can send them a message. So that's going to be the next stage of using Sales Navigator, is creating your list, you know, fine tuning it, getting that list that you want to send a message out to, and then coming up with exactly what that message will be. And I will do that in another video. So if you'd like to find out, you know, how to create the right type of message and what those stages are from connection through to getting someone on for a call, then please let me know in the comments below and I will go ahead and create a video for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please do go ahead and like if you found this video useful, and always don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Bye.